Hold on to your seats because what we have coming next is guaranteed to be gruesome.
I can't wait. We have one of the best talents on the roster to date versus Samoa Joe.
When Hell in a Cell is on the schedule, just about anything goes.
This should be an incredible matchup. I mean, both men have extensive offensive repertoires, lasting endurance, and an insatiable appetite to be number one.
Guys, this cell is absolutely gigantic. Just looking at it makes me happy I'm retired.
Most of the time, I don't understand Samoa Joe's problem. I understand healthy competition in WWE, but Joe takes it to a dangerous level.
Saxon, I wouldn't expect you to understand Samoa Joe's mindset. He has the instincts of an assassin, something very few possess.
Gentlemen, I think we can all agree that we've seen some pretty special moments over the years. But for me, few were more special than getting the opportunity to call the first ever women's Hell in a Cell match back in October of 2016.
And he releases the hold.
I don't think he had it fully locked in. Recalling that first ever women's Hell in a Cell match, I gotta say, the ovation Sasha Banks received that night was among the loudest I've ever heard, but I didn't remember you actually calling the match.
Yeah, that's what happens when you compete in your hometown, Cole, but ovations can only get you so far. And in the end, it was Charlotte walking away with the win, not Sasha.
Oh, my DDT!
Real quick, let's remind everybody that there are no rules inside a Hell in a Cell, meaning the referee's sole job in this match is to call for the bell following a 3 count or submission.
Escapes trouble there.
Couple of jabs. Gonna follow it up with a big...
Stops him with lightning quick fists.
Just as important as Byron's point about there being no rules inside the cell, the same holds true for outside the structure. As we've seen many times in the past, superstars don't always stay within the cell.
No, they don't, Cole. In fact, a lot of times you'll see them competing on top of the cell of all places. Of course, guys, we all remember when the Hell in a Cell debuted in 1997 and how harrowing the structure looked. But it's worth noting that the cell has become even more ruinous in recent years.
Samoa Joe is definitely starting to wane. You have to wonder if he could recover from this, guys.
You know, Corey's point about the cell evolving in recent years is absolutely right. In fact, Byron, the structure is now well over 5 tons. And I believe that's more than twice as heavy as the original cell, Michael. And believe it or not, it's increased in height by nearly 5 feet.
Guys, I don't think you can have a conversation about great Hell in a Cell moments without bringing up the name Shane McMahon. He really has become synonymous with cell insanity.
What does Buzz have in store?
A flipping pile driver, spiked.
But he's got to capitalize now. It's hard not to recognize what Shane McMahon has done when it comes to Hell in a Cell. As Corey was saying, but at what point, what does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
Oh, he's going to do it. Body press. Samoa Joe isn't looking so hot, guys.
We got to cover. This guy just refuses to quit.
Wow, I am impressed.
We may very well be seeing the finisher here very shortly, guys, and when that happens, you can bet this one's going to be over.
He executes a textbook. There's a pin now. A kick out, and you can see the frustration starting to build.
Wow, even when he's in bad shape, Samoa Joe has the strength to power out. I'm with Corey. I suspect the finisher is on the horizon, and given how impactful that move has been as of late, I'd say there's almost no coming back from it.
You're right, Michael. It seems like that finisher has become more and more impactful with each passing week, if that's even possible.
Oh, my goodness.
This superstar just... He executes a textbook. He's got him covered.
Guys, I think it needs to be said that, yes, while we all are enjoying watching this match, you cannot deny the real dangers these superstars are presented with here tonight.
The diving fist drop. I have to agree with what Byron was saying about the dangers of Hell in a Cell. And a pin attempt. Looking to catch him off guard there, I guess.
The Destroyer still has destruction to dish out.
That is a frightening thought. He goes for the cover. It's going to take a lot more than that to keep him down.
How'd he do that?
Guys, we oftentimes talk about the dangers of competing inside Hell in a Cell. But let's not forget these competitors aren't the only ones in there. It could be just as dangerous for the official as well. He gets him with a reversal.
I agree with Michael's point on the dangers of this match. I mean, the environment is so brutal for all involved. Just go back to look at referee Tim White after he officiated one of those matches.
He was never the same.
What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
Oh, he's going to do it!
That'll rearrange your face.
That should do it. It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over.
Dodges that one.
You got to think about using the finisher here pretty soon, I would think. Just pick up the win and move on. There's no need to keep this thing going longer than necessary.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
What does Buzz have in store?
Oh, gosh, the same move over and over. This is relentless.
Samoa Joe isn't looking so hot, guys. Samoa Joe is getting overwhelmed.
Good point by Byron earlier. If there's an opening to execute the finisher, you got to take it. The last one does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
Oh, he's going to do it.
What a press slam.
Here's his moment, Michael. It took two, but
We've got to cover. Oh, that was a close call.
Yeah, and the only thing between Samoa Joe and defeat right there was an iron will.
And no luck against Joe there. Seems to me, guys, like we're just moments away from seeing the finisher, which could obviously put this match on ice.
The finisher could absolutely end this match, Michael, as you were saying, but it's not a guarantee. Sometimes it takes 2 or even 3 to get the job done, and even then, it's not a sure bet. A la Randy Savage versus the Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 7.
That's my favorite match of all time. Randy Savage landed an amazing 5 top rope elbow drop, but was still unable to put Warrior away. And you know what?
This singles contest has a victor.
A lot of action in that match. Let's have a look.
From the opening bell, this match was one for the
Here's
ages.
your winner,
I'm almost speechless.
Tom the
Almost.
Animal Mitchell.
When we return, it's a battle where the participants will need to know where they are at all times.
In a match that will be etched in the record books.
Oh, he scoop slam. Oh, my, a spectacular DDT drops him.
Oh, my goodness.
This superstar just struck. Big back body drop. The Miz looking a little stunned here.
But not for a second do I expect him to back down now.
This thing appears to be slipping away from him in a hurry, guys, and you can bet he envisioned things going much differently for him heading into this match.
Big boot. The Miz definitely in a tough spot now.
He needs to find a way to get on the offensive, guys.
Man, this is as one-sided an affair as you will ever see. If he goes on to lose this match, you have to expect it'll set him back quite a bit.
Look out, Irish whip.
Oh boy, he is rolling. When The Miz won the WWE Championship in 2010, he christened himself the most must-see champion in WWE history. Even more surprising than that win was that he...
What does Buzz have in store?
We're a flipping pile driver spiked.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys. The Miz got the worst end of that stick.
What a press slam.
Here's his moment, Michael.
Byron, you brought up the most must-see champion in WWE history. The Miz got that name by appearing on countless talk shows, red carpet interviews in the wake of his win, all while defending the title on multiple occasions.
Yeah, don't forget that part, fellas. Miz held that title for 160 days, successfully defending the WWE Championship against the likes of Randy Orton, Jerry the King Lawler, and oh, yeah, that John Cena guy in the main event of WrestleMania.
Just go for the finisher already. I don't understand the delay. The object is to win the match, isn't it? Come on, let's go.
Using the boot here. As Corey continues to criticize the action in the ring, allow me to take the other side of the argument. The last thing any superstar wants to do is go for the finisher prematurely. No good can come of that.
Yeah, you really want to wait for the exact right time. If you go for it and miss, that could be the momentum shift your opponent has been waiting for.
Big boot! Big boot!
The frequency of this move is becoming deliberate at this point, to say the least.
Look at this! He's going back to an old friend with that one. On a brutal boot. There's the Irish whip.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh, I don't believe it. This one is over. Let's take another look at these guys getting after it.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of.
Here
A legendary
are your
performance.
winners, Tom the Animal Mitchell.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few short moments, we will witness hell on earth, and it won't be pretty. I can tell you that.
We have a real fan favorite versus a formidable opponent.
When Hell in a Cell is on the schedule, just about anything goes.
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
And guys, you can almost literally feel the electricity in the air for this Hell in a Cell match.
That'll cause some serious physical pain.
Uh-oh. What a hurt, Piranha. Ooh!
Stops it with a DDT.
He's starting to stumble here. I fully expect him to bounce back, though. This is the type of one-on-one atmosphere where he thrives.
This match is so evenly contested right now that it's almost impossible to pick a winner. I guess we'll just have to settle in and enjoy the action.
Oh, shot right with a kick.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
Guys, we all know the storied history of Hell in a Cell, but we'd be remiss if we didn't at least mention that the first time anybody laid eyes on this demonic structure was back in October 1997 at the Bad Blood pay-per-view.
Unleashing it for the second time now.
Couple of jabs. Gonna follow it up with a big... Oh!
Reflecting again on the first time we saw the Hell in a Cell structure, I don't think anybody at the time could have envisioned the truly merciless moments this structure would provide over the years.
And amazingly, Michael, those moments somehow become more and more barbaric with each passing match.
Couple of jabs. Gonna follow it up with a big...
And we're back to this form of attack.
An impressive series of moves right there. And mentally can't be feeling good right now.
There may be no coming back from this.
Oh, man, his family has to be concerned about him right now.
The Dirty Deeds Submission done dirt cheap, too. He's making a statement here with this attack.
Flipping pile driver, spiked.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
It's just so hard to defend against a move that unorthodox.
You got to think about
what does Buzz have in store.
We're about to find out.
Oh, he's going to do it.
He's got to go for the cover.
That has got to be it.
Oh, man, can Grand Metalik going for the cover? Buzz with the W.
Wow, congratulations, Buzz.
Here is your winner, Tom the Animal